Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to It's Not Over Till It's Over, the podcast, part three of I don't know how many parts, but we're going to continue off of pro versus anti-abortion. And last, what we were talking about was anti-abortion and the financial stability of couples between whether or not it's a man and a man, a woman and a woman. Well, actually, let's be honest, I don't see anything that has to be. Oh no, my microphone, it fell. All right, I got it back on. Alrighty, let's go. All right, so between a man and a woman, or a woman and a woman, I guess I don't know, but whatever speaks to the pen better of whatever I have written down here. But yeah, just the financial stability of a woman and a man, or just a woman by herself, is incredibly more aptitude and acceptable to raising a child, to points where anti-abortion is just anti-abortion. No pills, no chemicals, no nothing. Not even the hanger gets even used, man. You can't even, man. They point the hanger back at you and say, "Broski, you better scramble like an egg before you get flipped like an omelet." And then I just feel like the doctor throws the hanger at the person, at the woman. It's the funniest thing. But no, like again, touchy subject. And I like to bring a little bit of comic relief, because sometimes these things on the podcast do get a little too serious, and it's good to involve a little bit of comedic routine. So I'm sorry if you get offended. Plus, I'm not sorry that you get offended, because, like I said from the beginning, and in the second part, everything's opinion based. So it's my opinion over yours. So you don't like it, there's nothing I can really tell you. Don't watch the video. Don't watch the 3 parts that I've already done. Don't even bother clicking on the channel. Or if you're interested in anything that, goes on with the channel, go for it. But I feel like I'm just going to slowly turn this into its own thing, and I am going to take a back seat with retrospective gaming, or whatever I called it. Or, no, Sunday Night Classics. That's what I called it, Sunday Night Classics. And I think I'm going to be taking a back seat to Sunday Night, or not a back seat, but I think I'm going to be putting Sunday Night Classics in the back seat for a while. And I'm just going to be pushing It's Not Over Till It's Over to the front a little bit, and just taking a break with my main channel. Well, actually, technically, I can't take a break with my main channel until I am done with the Call of Duty Mobile Battle Pass. Anyway, getting back into it. Now, I do want to talk about something that's going to be more highly important, as I can see here on my little notebook of subjects to express about pro and anti-abortion. One here that states, express opinion based on how a woman shouldn't have the ultimate only decision on whether or not to have the baby, and that a man plays a big part alongside a woman's growth and development of said unborn child. While it's also expressing that a man's decision should also be heard and acknowledged as the partner of said unborn child. Now, considering that a man, it does really play a big part in the creation of a unborn child, or how can I say a fetus. It is that more or less a man should have an opinion. A man should be able to express his feelings towards the idea that the woman he is with wants to take the life of their own unborn child. And I feel like a lot of that should be taken into acknowledgement, because it isn't fair, because with us men have been looked at for centuries as the strong, burly, we don't cry, we have no emotion. Man, fuck that shit, bro. Every man has emotion, regardless of how tough they are. Once that door closes and they're in solitude, I guarantee you they start crying like a baby. They start letting all those emotions flow. You could be the toughest guy. You could have gone to jail for who knows how many years. You could be the biggest, blackest dude on the block with all of your tattoos on your body, but at the end of the day, you're just a little kitten in a corner, afraid of the world. And I'm not saying that to all black men, and I'm not saying about that to just in general of black people. I'm saying that about every single man, regardless of what race they are. No matter how big they are, how fat they are, how skinny they are, how much hard time they did, how much their gang life was involved, even if they didn't have a gang life, or if they went into the military or did this and that and that and this and that, you get the idea. Every man has emotion, even if it's beaten out of them, told that it's non-existent. Men shouldn't cry, men should have no emotion. They're the hard-working, the ones that stay up all night doing all the work, this and that, blah 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 blah. No, us men deserve to also be pampered. We have the right to be pampered. Now, going back onto the subject, we also have the right to have the acknowledgement of a class act, not just an opinion, but a decision. All men, when it comes to having a baby, and I'm not talking about the homosexual side of the idea, I'm talking about the more heterosexual side. Sorry, my throat is getting a little dry. What did I do with my undescript energy drink? Good stuff, good stuff. Heart palpitations and all. Anyway, I feel that understanding where a man stands on being a part in the creation of life, it is highly important that a man should be acknowledged. A man should have a decision. A man should be able to put his foot down and be like, no, I want that child, regardless of what you say. And I can see where that creates conflict, because now I'm going to go into the right and wrong of that. Yes, it is right that a man should have the say of whether or not a child should be turned into mashed potatoes. That a child should be unlawfully murdered. And with that comes a lot of diversity. Diversity in which states, that's wrong, that's right, that's wrong, that's right. Your opinion sucks, your opinion is right, your opinion is wrong, your decision is right, your decision is wrong, your decision is null. See, I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, hey, I'm the man. I put my penis inside of you. I put my genitalia inside of you. And I ejaculated my sperm inside of you. Yes, there's a lot of things that we're going to talk about here. There's no editing whatsoever. There's nothing of the such. Everything is just raw podcast content. Like I said, if you didn't like it, if you don't like it, that's not really my problem, because everything, like I said, is opinion based. So if you don't like it, don't click on it, don't click on the video, don't do anything. More or less just leave it as is. However, going back into it, it is heavily with an acknowledgement that the idea of abortion for a man, it comes with a heavy backing. It comes with the world being on your shoulders, the stress, the anxiety, everything. Everything that comes with abortion. See, now, us men, we should really have an acknowledgement. We should really have a decision in whether or not that child gets to live. And even if, and I get it, the woman is the person who carries the child for 9 months, and, the man, But then again, while the woman is carrying the child for 9 months, that the man is working towards doing everything in his ability to support both the woman and that child, and then just to be told, oh, I don't want the child anymore, I think I'm going to kill it. Do you not understand the concept of that conversation? I myself don't even understand the concept of that conversation, because it's never happened with me. Well, I can't say it's